Lincoln signed laws that gave away millions of acres of tribal land. And he approved the mass execution of 38 Dakota Sioux warriors. As America's 16th president, Abraham Lincoln left a towering legacy. His deep belief in the founding principles of American democracy, that every human deserved liberty and the opportunity for self-determination, compelled him to free enslaved African Americans. But when it came to the nation's indigenous peoples, who were collectively struggling for their lives, lands, and cultural survival, he fell short of applying those cherished American ideals. Lincoln, whose grandfather was killed by Indian raiders, had limited direct contact with Native Americans himself, despite having been raised on the frontier. As a young man, he volunteered to serve in the Black Hawk War, a conflict over tribal lands, but didn't see combat. During Lincoln's presidency, tribal matters generally took a back seat to his all-consuming management of the Civil War and push to end slavery. While humanistically well-intentioned, Lincoln was largely uninformed and reactionary on Native American issues and defaulted to policies set by his predecessors, writes University of Texas historian Thomas Britton. That meant making and breaking treaties, confiscating ancestral lands, forcing removal, pushing cultural assimilation, and, at times, turning a blind eye to acts of genocide committed by the military on the western frontier. Among the bitterest pills served to Native peoples during his administration, Lincoln signed laws that gave away millions of acres of tribal land to support white westward expansion, and he approved the hanging of 38 Dakota Sioux warriors, the largest mass execution in U.S. history. Lincoln's acceptance of U.S. Indian policy indicated he conformed to the general social attitudes toward Native Americans in his time, writes historian Christopher Anderson in the Journal of the Abraham Lincoln Association. He continued to view them as a foreign people that would need to be removed through purchase or conquest.